Hi, it's me, Van, and welcome to the Warframe Madness podcast. Now, before we begin, I must warn you that this episode isn't going to be nearly as exciting as last week's episode. I do not have a special guest this time, whereas last time I had special guest D.E. Marcus, and this isn't going to be anywhere near as long as last time. Actually, I think my last episode was my longest episode to date. So, yeah, definitely feel free to listen to that if you haven't listened to it or check it out. Um, if you're on YouTube, there should be a link in the description below to the podcast where you can check it out. And yeah, let's get on into it. Okay, so let's talk about Warframe. This is the Warframe Madness podcast, but we don't always necessarily only talk about Warframe. We talk about other stuff too. And I want to talk about Warframe. I also want to talk about Burnout, okay? Because Burnout is important, very important, in fact. That happens to content creators, that happens to regular player base, everything. You may see, not to drop names here, but Flynn, he's a Warframe partner at this time. He's the perfect example. He just recently got back into Warframe, but he wasn't planning on coming back to Warframe. He made a video some months ago explaining that he's done with Warframe, and I truly think that was Burnout. And he decided to come back because he found new interest, new excitement in Warframe, which is perfectly fine. I'll be honest, I was a little shocked at first only because burnout can go one of two ways. Either you decide, hey, I'm going to step back from this for a little bit, then eventually you'll go back, which is a low percentage, or the most likely scenario is someone gets burnt out and they just get burnt out so much that just the thought of going back to that game they got burnt out so much from is just exhausting. So they just don't go back to that game. And that's what I want to talk about. That's the one I want to talk about. The latter, what I just said. I love that term. The latter. Okay, anyway. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about because I never want anyone to get to that point if they can help it. Now, there are some things that you can't really help. It's one of the things that just happens sometimes. It kind of just sneaks up on you, right? You sort of wake up one morning or you get ready to play a game and you're like, hey, this this isn't really exciting for me anymore. I'm not having fun. And I think I mentioned it before a long time ago, but someone once told me something which I would never forget. I was playing Destiny with them. They were one of my groups that I played with regularly. They were real big into PvP, right? And then that's something they told me. If you're not having fun, don't play it. Which, I mean, that's true. If you're not having fun, don't play it. Don't feel like you're obligated to play it. Actually, Warframe recently, the partner program, they recently changed a few things in the partner program. So, we aren't required as Warframe partners because at the time you're listening to this, I am indeed a Warframe partner. Us Warframe partners don't have to upload video like every week or twice a week or whatnot, as long as we just make enjoyable quality Warframe content. There's no per se time frame, which is one of the things. It's good, but at the same time, I can see some people having some reservations about it because, for all intents and purposes, it means Warframe partners can keep being Warframe and make minimal amount of Warframe content, but at the same time, it helps sort of protect the Warframe partner from burnout. Because remember that thing I said at the beginning, as content creators are not immune to burnout from games, and that is very much true. That is probably more true than your average player. I mean, your casual average player. Like the player that plays maybe 1 or 2 hours a day, maybe 1 or 2 hours a week. I don't know what your schedule is like. Don't judge me. But, us content creators, we tend to play games a lot more, hours at a time, sometimes hours, more than hours at a time, sometimes multiple times a day. Like, make that perfect video, maybe 5 hours or 3 hours or something, and then 3 to 7 hours streaming, and so on and so forth. So, definitely, as content creator, this is overall good news. It's kind of like one of those, the pressure's not on as much type thing. Don't worry, if you're watching this on YouTube, I actually do not plan on stop making videos every day. My current plan is to still make videos on this channel every day and on my Vamp Plays channel. Yes, I have another YouTube channel called Vamp Plays. You can search for it on the YouTube, or if you're on the YouTube already, link in the description below, and there should be a card top right hand corner, if I remember to put it, that would take you straight to it. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Vamp, what does this have to do with Warframe? And I'm circling back to that. Not only did I mention about the partner program, I named some partners, a few things, but also I want to urge you guys, and this is going to sound weird coming from a partner. I want to urge you guys to take a break if you need it. If you feel like you're about to get burnt out, or you feel like you're burning out soon, I urge you guys to take a step back, maybe like take 1 or 2 days, do something else, relax, take it easy, visit your loved ones, go on vacation, whatever you do. And, there's a reason why I'm saying that, guys. But, you should still listen to this podcast and watch my YouTube channel, Okay. But seriously, there's a reason I'm saying that. And that is because I don't want you guys to get burnt out. I really do not want you guys to get burnt out on the game. Okay? Because I feel like you guys might fall into that latter category. Where you guys get burnt out, then you're even just the thought of coming back to Warframe would be terrible to you because you'll burn out of the game, which, like I said, I do not want to happen. I want you guys to enjoy Warframe. I want you guys to keep enjoying Warframe. So if you guys take like a few days off, maybe a week off at the most from Warframe, and then you can come back all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and whatnot, then hey, do what you guys do. Because as some of you guys know, I do actually stream quite regularly, link in the description below. And when I stream, I do see people stop by from time to time. They say something like they come by to support me, but they haven't been playing a Warframe much these days. Well, because they just got burnt out on it, or they're taking a break from it. Some of the people taking a break, it doesn't seem like they're coming back to Warframe because they just got that level of burnt out. So I urge you guys to maybe take a small break if you feel like there's even a little chance that you might be getting burnt out. Take a small break, take a step back before it gets to the full-on burnout, don't ever want to come back type thing. Now hold on a moment, I'm going to drink some Monster energy drink. I'm not sponsored by Monster, by the way. But Monster, if you're out there, call me. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so yeah. Why am I saying this now? Well, because of the fact that I think it's very important, okay? I know the channel covers Warframe news, I do Warframe builds, I do how-to videos. I also want you guys to keep enjoying Warframe. I truly enjoy Warframe. I know there are some people out there who are like, oh, you're just a content creator, it's your job to do Warframe. Do you even enjoy what you do? I enjoy what I do. You've seen in my videos, I've been adding different editing techniques. I make how-to videos. I enjoy it. I want you guys to enjoy playing Warframe at least as much as I enjoy making Warframe content. I really want you guys to enjoy Warframe. That's why I'm saying if you guys need to take a small break from Warframe, but like I said, still watch my content, right? Right? Yeah? Okay. But yeah, if you need to take a small break, take a small break. I'm sure all the staff of DE, Digital Extreme staff, I'm sure they would all agree with me on this. I know they're a business in the end, and some of you may feel some type of way about businesses, which is okay. We can all wear tinfoil hats here, but from a business standpoint, even from a business standpoint, it makes sense that you take a few days off so you can come back versus, spending 10 days straight on and never coming back, spending like 3 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on. That may seem like a shorter period of time, but you're more likely to come back. And that is what it's about for the business point of view, coming back from the having fun point of view. Video games should be fun, okay? That's how it should be. It should be fun. You shouldn't just be mindlessly doing something just because you have nothing else to do, because that's not very good long term. It's not very good. Now, I do want to apologize because this video is going to be kind of shorter. It's not really a video, it's a podcast. Old habits, okay? But I felt like I needed to make this podcast episode. I felt like I really needed to talk about this because it really is important. Burnout is a real thing that people experience, and I want everyone to know that people experience it. It's not one of those things that no one actually experiences. People do legit burn out on games. Burnout is a real thing, and like I said, if you have to take a break, you'll have to take a break. I've iterated this and reiterated it like over a dozen times during the course of this episode, but I just want to mention that. Oh, and one last thing. I also want to mention that I added a tier on my Patreon. It's a Warframe exclusive tier. So, the person who does it, or multiple people, get to pick a frame of their choice that I own, of course, that I have to format and level and re-level up on stream. Honestly, I'm hoping it's not Excalibur because I'm not really a big fan of Excalibur. But if it is, so be it. I have to do it. Even if there's already like 8 format in it, I'll just have to reformat it. I'll just have to keep on formatting and formatting over and over and over again. And yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the podcast episode here. Hopefully, you guys found this podcast episode somewhat helpful and just life in general. I know this isn't my usual type of episode per se, but I just wanted to get it out there, okay? I just wanted to let you guys know what's up. I just want you guys to maybe think about a few things from a different perspective, you know? And yeah, that's it for the episode. If you're watching this on the YouTube, feel free to leave what you think in the comment section below. Do you think you're going to be taking a break from Warframe or any game from that matter? Do you think you're going to come back from Warframe because you've been taking a break already and you're ready to come back? Let me know in the comment section if you're on YouTube. And for all my listeners out there, thank you. I appreciate the listen. And with that said, I will catch you guys all in the future. Later.